Was this a worthy follow-up to the John Wick series, a good spin-off, or was it just one of those another shitty quick cash grab things? We'll talk about that in just a second. Before anything, hi, welcome back to another episode of Andrew's Movie Reviews. Today we watched Ballerina, a John Wick story or some whatever the subtitle is. Basically all you gotta know is that this was in the John Wick universe. And I guess we can start with this. I did enjoy the film, but I prefer my movies with a bit more story. This is just more of an action film. Nothing wrong with that. Just action films can be good, don't get me wrong, but you don't come to a John Wick movie for the story. You come to a John Wick type movie for the action and the grounded set pieces and all that. So I'll just start with the number I had in mind. I was thinking like either a 7.7 or a 7.8. It's a solid film. I definitely enjoyed it, and I definitely do think you should watch it. But I also should say I accidentally missed like the first 5 minutes of the movie because I was running late. I had to work, and then I had to go shopping, and then I came directly here. But yeah, so I don't think it matters. I guess we'll start with the casting. I really liked Ana de Armas. I don't think it was her best role at all by far, but I do like her in action type films. Because I remember I watched her in that, I think that was a recent James Bond movie. I liked her in that, and she did definitely more of the same in this film. I mean, her acting isn't like amazing. Like, obviously her English isn't perfect, but I still think she does a good, solid job on most films. Obviously, I'm biased because Blade Runner is one of my favorite films. 2047 is one of my favorite films, and I fucking love Ana de Armas in that. But she's good. She's a good actor. I like her. I liked mostly everyone else. I mean, there's not like any like solid character performances because again, this is a action movie. But for action, like the bad guy, for a generic action bad guy, he's a pretty good generic action bad guy. I guess the big important part, I liked the action a lot. The thing about John Wick is that there's always like set pieces, right? This is a very formulaic take on the John Wick series. Like they always follow the same formula. It's you get thrust into this set. There's these items. These items are going to get used to kill people. And it's pretty much that. But they do it in a very they always do it in very creative, very cool as fuck ways, and that's what makes it entertaining. There are some really cool set pieces in this film, and I'll talk about it in the spoilery part. But the action is definitely still John Wick good. And that's why the biggest reason why you should probably watch this if you're into those kind of action films. But I really liked, if you're an asshole and like a sexist fucking piece of shit, you could be like, oh, they only made it a girl movie because feminism. Like, yeah, in a way, it is kind of that way, but also I think it was a really good, fresh take. This shouldn't be a spoiler because it's pretty obvious, but let me word this properly. But because the main character is a female, she is not as strong as a male, which gives her disadvantages throughout fights, which I think is a good thing for this because it makes the movie feel more fresh. Because John Wick's all about overpowering people with just his skill, but this character Ana de Armas, I already forgot her name, but she fights more like raw. Because obviously, I'll save that because I don't want to spoil anything, but. Yeah, I actually genuinely, this feels like a fresh but formulaic take to John Wick is the best way I could say it. Like, obviously, it's still the same John Wick style, but it does do enough to make it feel different, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, action was good, sound effect. It was loud as fuck in my theater, so every time a gunshot was fired, it hurt my fucking ears, which is like, again, semi kind of realistic. One of my complaints, I guess I complained about the story, not there not being a story. Relatively not much of a story, but I also really didn't. It's hard to describe this, right? Like, John Wick is one of the more grounded action films, and obviously I don't want to have like a super, super realistic film, but there's some like aspects to this that like didn't really make sense. I guess let's just talk about spoilers real quick, because I can't really keep tiptoeing around these things. So, spoiler alert. But for example, one thing that I don't like about these films is that everyone has like fucking perfect aim, not with guns, right? But with like fucking objects. Like, I swear to God, Ana Armas like threw like a billion different fucking things and never missed once. She threw a hammer with fucking perfect precision. She threw knives with perfect precision. She threw fucking giant fucking axes with perfect precision. And nothing that's like she aimed and threw it. It was like she picks it off the ground and then fucking chucks it like immediately and has better fucking aim than Tom Brady. Like, yeah, that's cool as fuck. Do not get me wrong. It is absolutely cool as fuck. But it just feels a little, I don't say cheap, but just, it feels a little too unrealistic. But it's like, it's not like I hated it. Obviously, like I said, it's cool, but, and like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, it's a movie that tries to be realistic, but then has like unrealistic things. I guess another example would be when she uses, first of all, cool as fuck, but when she has like the grenades instead of the guns, she starts like chucking grenades at people. That's cool. But there's like some unrealistic parts, right? Like where she fucking throws that guy behind the door and then throws the grenade and like uses the metal door as like a shielding and like blocks the blast. Now, I don't think, I'm not a physicist, but I feel like the momentum from that blast would have fucking blasted her forward and not like held her there, even if the door was like super heavy. But like if it was that heavy, she would have a problem closing it as quickly as she did. And the blast was strong enough that it burst through the fucking concrete cobblestone wall behind them. And then the other one is when she used the table to like blow the other dude up, and the like she hides behind the table, but the blast is like literally like an inch away from her and she's fine. Like, I don't, like, again, it's cool as fuck. I don't think that's very possible through the laws of physics, but it was cool as fuck. The other thing I don't know entirely about if it's completely real, but was beyond badass and the coolest fucking part of this film, was the flamethrower fight. And at the very end, when she uses the hose to like fucking block the fire, I don't know if that's possible. It was cool as fuck though. The entire flamethrower fight, I never knew I needed a flamethrower versus flamethrower fight until I watched this film, and it was fucking bad ass. One of the coolest fucking things I don't want to say ever seen, but it's up there. It was fucking literally lit as fuck. There's like that part where like they're about to stab each other and they cross the fucking gun and they start spinning with the fire. That shit was so fucking lit, bro. I got it. Like, I can't even describe how cool it was. It was like, you just gotta be there to witness it. But there's a lot of interesting set pieces. So when you watch a John Wick film, you can always tell they put their focus towards an item, and then that item gets used, right? So one of my favorite ones is when they are in the hotel room, there's a TV being shown. You're like, how is a TV gonna be used? And she grabs the remote and starts beating the fuck out of the woman, and like the channels start changing, and when like the channels would like sync up to the action of what was happening. That was cool as fuck. That was super creative. I love that. Honestly, a lot of these set pieces are really cool. Some of them are like okay, but a lot of them are really cool, which I really enjoyed. Another thing, like I was talking about John Wick in this film, he's not like a big character. Like, he's a cameo for most of it, and then at the end he has a small role. But one of my favorite parts is that like John Wick just kicks her fucking ass, and it's like not even a contest. Like, we've established for what, like 4 films, however fucking many there are, that John Wick is the biggest badass in this universe. Obviously, Ana de Armas is also a badass, and she'll kick ass, but John Wick fucking demolishes her, and I absolutely love that. I love that it wasn't even a contest, because, like, you established this godlike character in John Wick, you better be goddamn sure that no one can fucking touch her. Because, like, Ana de Armas is just, like, another goon to John Wick, to Keanu Reeves. Because, like, I don't know, I just fucking love that. I was like, I'm so glad that A, they didn't fucking kill each other, but B, that it was like, wasn't even a fight. I don't fully understand why John Wick let her kill the guy. I mean, maybe it was just like a big fuck you to the manager, or the fucking name is, the counselor? Whatever. But, I don't completely understand why he let her do it, but, like, I'm glad he did. Maybe it was because he's, like, was impressed by her. I don't know. Well, I guess it's a revenge story. So now that I think about it, it's a revenge story, and John Wick's all about revenge. So maybe that's why. But yeah, I don't know exactly what else I can talk about. It's just like a very straightforward action film that is really fucking cool to watch. I feel like out of all the John Wicks, this was probably, there was like 5, right? Including this one. So like probably top 3. I don't remember if I don't think I liked 3 that much whenever I watched it. 4 was okay too. This might have been better than both of those. Maybe. I have to watch them again. It's been a while. But John Wick 1 obviously is still the fucking standard. I love John Wick 1. Yeah, if I forget anything, I'll add it on. But for the most part, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, like I said, 7.8 this film. Pretty good. I liked it. I would recommend it. Next, we're going to watch The Phoenician Scheme. I think I might watch that on Sunday. Super excited for another Wes Anderson film. And yeah, let me know how you guys felt about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you going to watch it pretty soon? And as always, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.